You're tuned into The Trap.
You're tuned into the Trap House Rocks show.
Miss LB Management.
Blackster
063. Eventlevel.com. Indie Republic. We are indie.
What up, though? It's your girl, Bay, and you are now tuned in to Trap House Rocks Radio. Eventlevel.com with the Queen, Miss LB, and the King, Star. You already know what it is, fam. Keep 'em rocking.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Devin Rose, and I'm always tuned into Trap House Rocks all day, every day. Big shout out to Miss LB and your boy. I am Star. Again, it's your girl, Devin Rose, and I'll be back. Mwah.
Yo, it's your girl, Miss Nate, the baddest bitch with high heels on. And you are now tuned into the Trap House Rocks radio show with my homegirl, Miss LB and Star. Rocking in the trap. Yeah.
Daddy, yes. Come over here so I can put this hot pussy on that dick, Daddy. So I can sit on that fat dick. Shout out to Miss LB. Shout out to the Trap House. Visit me, Roxy Reynolds, at Roxy Reynolds on Twitter. Mwah. Mwah.
Don D&T-Y, Ghost and Raekwon, Big Daddy Kane, 91 Nas, 92 Big, yeah, 94 Pop. I cook a whole brick and let my
rap house. I got a trampoline trap, my shit jump all night. Boy, I got olds of that fish scale and dumb hard white. Yo, who you know in Carolina got Broadway, yay? The fiends dance for it like they in a Broadway play. Yo, I got plugs over here, I'm plugged over there. Plug, nigga, I'm plugged everywhere. And when Migo come through, ain't no habla English, but he play with them keys and don't use no fingers. I saw Kilo niggas turn into Christinas. When them niggas go to jail, they some real good singers. When I say Tata, I ain't talking about Queens, I'm talking T.Y. Winston, the kid with the fiends. And back when I did get them Levi jeans, I get cut like a nigga who ain't make the team. A nigga fuck if I don't make the screen, cause I know how to take a pack of hard white and make it green. And motherfucker, I can pay your fee, $50. He'll break in your Lexus and take your screens. While you frontin', I'ma get this cream. Then cop a old school with a rag top and make it lean. Every time I play the strip, I make a scene. Cause my car keep flip-flopping blue to green. Yeah, that's candy, baby, and it's official. I got my shit painted in Miami, baby. Got soldiers that's ready to buck, so I could get you wet like a horny bitch ready to fuck. Or when that gauge you leave a hole in you, Reese cup size. And I'm like Jordan, I be wearing that 4-5. My niggas more live. You'll come home and find your mother and your kids in the living room hog-tied. And we ain't through yet. We killing everybody in your whole family, nigga, then we getting you wet.
Don D&T-Y, Ghost and Raekwon, Big Daddy Kane, 91 Nas, 92 Big, yeah, 94 Pop. I cook a whole brick and let my rap house Don D&T-Y, EPMD, 93 Mom, Jay-Z and 88. In the club 50, new 3,000 locks. I took a whole brick and let my rap house rock.
What's up, everybody? You are now tuned into Trapped Out Tuesday right here at eventlevel.com/trap/TV or the Indie Republic live stream on the YouTube. What's going on, everybody? I got Mike here with me. Ziggy stepped out for a second, as you can see. And, of course, we have my girl Greatness with me. What's going on, y'all?
What's poppin'?
Hey, you know, this is the first time out of all the shows I've done, I was mentioned first, not last.
That's a lie. Don't believe him. All you listeners, watchers out there. I mean, because your head was right there in front of me. You know, Star, he'll try to join us. I know that he's on location tonight, so we'll see if he can join us a little bit later. We got a lot of things to cover tonight, a lot of hip hop to cover. It's crazy things going on. Greatness, what's going on with you? You got plans for your birthday coming up?
No plans.
No plans?
Then I'm gonna.
I don't have no plans. I'm telling anybody. Then I had plans, but somebody nixed me. So what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Gotcha. So Vegas is where you're going?
No, Greatness is on location right now, actually. Greatness, I'm going to make you go out to Blue Da Vinci's birthday party Saturday, February 20th. And hey, how you doing? Saturday, February 20th, go out there to Blue Da Vinci's birthday party out in Michigan. You know, I'll tell them you're coming and you can go out there and celebrate since you don't have any plans. Ziggy Wisco.
I'll be back on the 20th. Is it on the 20th?
Yes. Now, Ziggy Wisco, what's going on with you?
What's happening?
What's happening? We're going to cover the Grammys first. You know, it's been a lot going on about the Grammys. But before we do that, I want to call somebody live on the air right now and see if he picks up his phone, okay, to talk about the Grammys. So let's try that.
He was at the Grammys, right?
It's Herman Watson from Herman Watson Management.
The wire was cut.
And he didn't. He's actually, it's okay. He's actually on his way home from the Grammys. If you're his friend on Facebook, Herman Watson, he's a manager for a few acts, Rappin' Forte and a couple other people, but he was in there and it was live. But like I said, I'll try to call him back in a second. He may have just, you know, been out of the area for a second, but I did talk to him earlier.
You know, there's a question I wanted to ask you last week that I forgot, LB.
What?
How did Young Dirt get his name?
Young Dirt?
Yeah.
Well, he was in college in North Carolina before he really started rapping. We're just talking about somebody who y'all have no clue, Young Dirt. And I forget exactly how, but he went to Iraq and it was dirty over there. And you know what I'm saying? It was another name and then it turned into Young Dirt. You know what I'm saying? So, because he had went through the dirt over that motherfucker probably. I mean, seriously. He was in the war in Iraq, so that's where that came from. Let's try Herman one more time just to see if his phone's dead or whatever it's doing. If he doesn't answer, so what? We'll talk about it anyway. Herman Watson, Interceptors, Cali. See if he picks up.
Well, he's driving. He probably had to pull over.
Well, I'm sure he's not driving. I'm sure he has a driver, honestly. He's coming from the Grammys.
Uh-oh.
What's going on? We're going to try.
Yo.
Herman, what's going on? It's Miss LB. You're live on Trapped Out Tuesday right here at eventlevel.com/trap/TV. And we're talking about the Grammys. And I told the guys, I was like, you know, he was in there firsthand, you know, to see it with his own eyes, everything that went down. And I guess, first of all, tell us about your experience there before we ask you any questions.
Well, much love, Miss LB. Thank you for having me. Shout out to you guys. I just barely entered my house right now from the Grammys. I just, you know, we had a long night last night. You know, I got blessed to get passes this year from my management company. And, you know, we went out there and it was fun. You know, I ran into a bunch of people, Johnny Depp, a bunch of people. A lot of people were there.
Did you get pictures?
His son. Yeah, I got plenty of pictures. My Instagram is flooded right now. I've been flooding it since I've been on the car from the Staples Center to my house. And, yeah, it was just a really good time, man. Last year I did 120 shows. I was honored at the LRT Awards. I won an award for the song Who Do You Love featuring Drake and YG at the BMI Awards. I was on television. I did Straight Outta Compton.
Yeah, he was in the Straight Outta Compton.
And now this year, you know, I got to open up the new year with my Players Club Villa Party, which is a spin-off of my mansion party, which I threw at the Wu-Tang Clan mansion called Wu West in Beverly Hills. And, yeah, so far we're 7 shows deep. Now we've just locked in the Grammys, and now on to the next show. So
I'm so proud of you. I've watched him grow for almost 6 years now. We've been here at the Trap House 5.5 years.
Oh, and shout out to G-Eazy. We just did a film called Tunnel Vision. It comes out in March. It's a new movie that I'm a part of. I put Rappin' Forte's music and Spice One's music in the film.
Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely look out for that. Now, being at the Grammys last night, who would you say, if you had to pick just one, had the best performance?
Adele, hands down. I mean, there were some great performances, but Adele, you know, I ain't even a fan like that. But she put on a big show.
Didn't something happen with her sound?
Say that again.
Didn't something happen with her sound?
Well, she just sounded amazing. It was just her and the piano, and she lit the whole room on fire. Like, it was, the crowd really reacted when she really sang her heart out. Also, they did a tribute to Lionel Richie, and Demi Lovato and her voice. That was amazing. I didn't even know about her like that. She killed it.
Wow.
He was my favorite performance of the night. Was Lionel Richie for me.
Yeah, he did a great job, man. The tribute to him. All the people went up there and tributed to him. It was great, man. It was good times at the Grammys. Well, you know, just a fair warning, if you guys ever go to the Grammys, don't go in early because you can't come out. They don't sell alcohol inside unless you got a MasterCard. And shit, we didn't have no MasterCard. So, you know, we were out there, and I didn't go with Forte. I went on my own. I received these tickets myself through the Grammy Academy. So usually me and Forte will break into the Grammys. You know, shout out to Juicy J. He got us in one time. Yeah. But now formally, you know, I got passes. So I went in. So I didn't know all the details yet. You know, I didn't know, you know, you're going to be here at a certain time. We just wanted to make sure we get in there. Right. So once you get in the Staples Center, you can't come out. So I was just watching thousands of people sit down. I seen all the seats empty at one point. And, you know, just vaping on my pen. They let me bring that in. So. Yeah.
I tell you, the only negative thing I had about that whole entire night was I was thinking, man, if I was Stevie Wonder, I'd slap the shit out of my stylist.
Oh, yeah, man. I met Stevie. I met him in 2004. That makes you want to stop doing this. You know, I've been through years where money didn't even exist. You know, he was doing shows for free, and publishing didn't exist, and the industry didn't exist. And, you know, once I figured out the industry and figured everything out, you know, it started with Drake, you know, in the situation with Forte, and I learned about publishing and royalties, and I got Drake before he got me. So, you know, obviously I'm good at my job. And then again, you know, I'm an artist, but the manager thing kind of, you know, it just kind of, like, I asked myself, you know, how much money are we making in music times how much we're making, you know, booking shows and handling the business side of it. And, you know, I got 2 kids, you know what I'm saying? I got a mortgage, I got all kinds of stuff. So, you know, the business side of it is more my forte. And I love to rap and I love to do all that. You know, I got new music with Snoop Dogg. I got all kinds of features I'm going out this year. But I am focused on shows and the management thing. You know, it's a crazy game. You know, once you really get in there, the industry is it's a messed up place. You just got to learn how to survive. Watch your back up, man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. People try to take your royalties, your name, your lines, your lyrics. You know, you got to have your shit together. You know what I'm saying? Get your BMI, get your ASCAP, you know, own your publishing, know what you're doing, don't sign nothing, you know, let a lawyer look at it.
Right.
You know, be smart in the business. Be smart.
Now, with us covering the Grammys tonight, tell us what your thoughts are on the Kendrick Lamar performance, because, you know, there's this thing going around that says, you know, he's got white people, like, going crazy,
he was,
this and that.
Man. No, okay, well, shout out to Kendrick Lamar. The West Coast is holding it down right now. That's amazing. I'm happy to be from the West and to see Kendrick shine. Honestly, like I said, the music industry is crazy. And with that being said, the Grammy Academy is, you know, it's a strict thing. So let's put it to you this way. When Kendrick released Good Kid, Mad City, he got 0 Grammys. And Macklemore went away with all the Grammys. Why? Because he made, you know, it was their white song, I Wanna Bob Sometime. It was everywhere. You know, their thrift shop joint. And then Kendrick, he realized that in order to impress the Grammy Academy, you got to turn around. You got to make something pop, which is still, you know, in your circle. So what did he do? He made that song, I Love Myself. And then people didn't like Kendrick, you know, but that's what it took to win the Grammy. That's what it won, and he got a Grammy for that. Yeah. So he's smart. So now he's impressing the Grammy Academy. The Grammy Academy don't care about legends. They don't even honor Gangstar, you know, or anything like that. And they were honoring. I was surprised to see Cap on there, you know, rest in peace. But you know, the Grammy Academy don't care, just like the Oscars. They don't care. You know, you got to play by their rules. But right now, I feel like there's two sides of it. Kendrick looks so good because he's the only black male that's winning right now. You know, not Kanye, not anybody else got any Grammys. That man took home 5 Grammys, and you know, I think it's politics is what it is. You know, the Grammy Academy. Same thing with Straight Outta Compton. They didn't even get honored at the Oscars.
That's crazy. That's crazy to me.
And that movie, not just because I'm in it, but
that's bullshit.
Because I'm from the West Coast, that movie deserves something.
Yeah.
You know.
Definitely.
So it just shows you about the politics in the business, even film or in the music. Like, you got to hit them with what they want. Right now, Adele, all that stuff, that's what. And G-Eazy, that's another one. He's on fire right now. He sold out the Bill Graham in Frisco, 8,500 people single-handedly.
Wow.
Would you say
the kids are going?
Would you say was there any act there at the Grammys that you were disappointed with? Like you expected more and you just didn't see it?
Well, I think everything kind of turned the way it was. I think it was really about Kendrick that night. I think everything was cool, man. I didn't really, nothing too upsetting. I mean, Taylor Swift and her little speech, obviously pointing that to Kanye and all that. And then of course they got the country. You gotta understand, they cover all these aspects of music. So, I don't listen to country and shit. So I was charging my phone, while they're getting honored and all kinds of stuff like that. But shout out to everybody who won awards. It was a great, great night. The biggest night in music, actually.
I thought it was a great night for Grammys, because there was years where they really just sucked, and I thought this year was pretty good,
It was, man. We had also took off to an after party at the Globe Theater, had Crooked Eye there, a lot of people, Ghostface Killer. It was great. It was just amazing. I never go out unless I get paid. I always say that. So I'm not going to no party. I'm not going to no club or nothing like that unless I'm working, I'm getting paid. So yesterday, it was Grammy night, so I got to go out. And it felt like Instagram and Facebook. Like everybody knew who I was, and I didn't know who anybody was. I was getting all this free stuff, and cannabis deal going down there. They were just lacing me up.
Now, you spoke about parties, and the last thing we're going to talk about the Grammys before I let you go, because I know you've got to get squared away, just got home from the Grammys. Speaking of clubs, this man is a legend, Paul McCartney, of course, and
that's messed up.
He was denied going into 2 parties. One of them was Tyga's party. And I think one was Chris Brown.
I know about Tyga's party. I know about Tyga's party because we were there.
Well, see, he was turned down.
Yeah, no, I seen that. I couldn't believe that. Honestly, there's like I said, it's a crazy business right now. Some people just don't have no respect, and I bet you Tyga didn't even know. Honestly, I bet you if they told him Tyga, hey, Paul McCartney's at the front, like, come on, you serious right now?
Right. It's got to be a fucked up feeling to be a legend like that and not be able to go in somewhere.
Yeah, and then denied on camera. TMZ will take that. Right? It's on my timeline. Shit, right?
Me too.
For everybody to see. Yeah, they ain't playing no games. It's a crazy industry right now. You can get your dreams and everything shattered. That man's won many, many Grammys.
But think about it. They let him in the door, and he's only going to make them look good. So, I mean, at the end of the day, you can say Paul McCartney was at my fucking party.
Man,
don't get any bigger than that.
When I threw my Players Club Mansion party, I had Mike Tyson show up. I don't even know who that is, but when he showed up, I mean, I know who that is, but I'm not friends with him. That's what I'm trying to say. So when he showed up to my party with 30 people, I'm like, dude, whatever you want, come on. Don't hit nobody. Come in. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want. I had Trinidad James. I had people that I didn't know, and they're coming up to me. I'm like, you're Trinidad James? He looked... I don't know. I didn't ever, I'm so focused on, getting this money and doing this business that I didn't know who he was. So, I mean, it's fun. It's great. The Grammys is amazing. It was a great time. I will be there again next year, and, it's going down. This time I'll have Forte with me.
I had a different experience because I went to a few award shows over the years, and I didn't enjoy it because to me it was and it's just my opinion, and it was MTV Music Video Awards. And to me, it was everyone who could blow who. You know what I mean? And that's what it was about.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everybody's on everybody's nuts and stuff like that. I learned that. But once you finally get in, you're in the business, and you're friends with these people. That's when I stopped taking pictures. I got enough pictures. I got pictures of absolutely everybody in the business. And when it's just about respect, so when you come to big platforms like that and you're on the red carpet, I don't really care about taking a photo with Tyrese.
Right.
I'll catch him later, it's about me, you know what I'm saying, and what I'm wearing and what I'm doing and in my music and how can I, big that up, as opposed to just like, oh my God, Tech Nine, like me and Tech is homies, you know what I'm saying? So why, and shout out to Tech Nine, he came to the Grammys. That was a highlight. I don't think too many people know, but he showed up with his manager, Travis Upwin, a business partner, and then of course his bodyguard, my homie OG Mug. Shout outs to him. Yeah, it was an amazing time.
Well, Herman, thank you for filling us in on everything. I'm going to have you, your artist, the whole crew back in the Trap House on video for the people to see. Thank you for filling us in. Tell the people where they can follow you before I let you go.
Okay, well, again, thank you. Thank you so much for having me. You can find me at HW Management IG or www.theplayersclub.com, or you can, just look up Herman Watson, Intercepters, HW Management, and, I ain't hard to find.
Yes. Well, thank you so much once again,
Thanks,
Herman,
man.
for coming through tonight.
Okay, all right. Shout out to you guys. Stay
Thank
blessed.
you.
Be easy, man.
You too. Yeah, man. I've watched him grow. Like, this is a funny little story. We do flyers for every guest on the show. And down through the years, he's been on the show a few times. And he would be the one that got so excited for the banner. Back in the day. So you see how far he's came. So it is possible for you to come up and do things like Herman Watson is doing. Let's take a short break. Let y'all hear a dope independent record right here on Trapped Out Tuesday. We'll be right back with y'all. Stay tuned in.
Interceptors. So many people puff trees and I do too. Can I roll another blunt and smoke with you? I wanna stay hella lit, no tripping, be cool. Let the bud smoke go and watch it feel the flow. So many people puff trees and I do too. Can I roll another blunt and smoke with you? I wanna stay hella lit, no tripping, be cool. Let the bud smoke go and watch it feel the flow. Oh, now they feel the flow. I thought they didn't, but they feel the flow. One more time if you feel the flow. For my people if you feel the flow. Come on, feel the flow. Acee-ville, baby, feel the flow. Interceptors, when they feel the flow. Come on, feel the flow. I can feel it running all in my bones, something real proper like in my chest and my veins. Only see the strain when I puff good trees. Ain't no telling what you smelling, these exotic green leaves. Puff, puff, pass, inhale the freshness. Kush cologne fills the restaurant, but I'm on the guest list. Test this to get you high and talking reckless. Weed connoisseur, better yet I'm like a specialist. Kush burner, fast thinker. Mary Jane's in the house, but she ain't a drinker. Can't get to her fast enough like broken blinkers. I'm so cold without her, she like my little heater. No more cloudy days, just visions of bud smoke. Pounds to be rolled, hold it in and don't choke. That Bob Marley ain't no joke. Have you seen palm trees like the West Coast? Yeah, they got a little, but I'm sticking to my post. Had her rolling up, take your pen, hit and go. Don't come around here, that's all you got to show. Loyal to my folks, so I pass it to my bro. 5 blunts left, that's a pack if you're counting. Placing since a youth, but I never found a fountain. Wanted to be heard, right the mic started shouting. Laced up my boots and continued up the mountain. Man, I'm so high, like the wings of a falcon. Say I'm thugged out with my 40 and my tall can. Doing all I can, you can bet I hustle often. Swimming past the sharks with the speed of a dolphin. Blunts in my pocket, with sacks of OG Kush. Wax pins full of shatter, have you coughing up a bladder. With the chatter, get the cheddar, I'm the marijuana leaf. Growing towards the sun from concrete. That's so many people puff trees and I do too. Can I roll another blunt and smoke with you? I wanna stay hella lit, no tripping, be cool. Let the bud smoke go and watch it feel the flow. So many people puff trees and I do too. Can I roll another blunt and smoke with you? I wanna stay hella lit, no tripping, be cool. Let the bud smoke go and watch it feel the flow. Oh, now they feel the flow. I thought they didn't, but they feel the flow. One more time if you feel the flow. For my people if you feel the flow. Come on, feel the flow. Acee-ville, baby, feel the flow. Interceptors, when they feel the flow. Come on, feel the flow.
It's your boy Herman, I'm feeling the flow. Got my blunts rolled, here we go, let's go. Interceptors on the road, heading to another show. I got the blunts, Big Ace got the dro. Got a fan base, straight packed at the show. Never stop pushing, cause that's what we here for. And you know we came from nothing, cause we from that Dino. We pay dues, and we still paying dues. While others pay money just to rock with dudes. Talk to dudes, cause they really got nothing to lose. But this music is my life, so I gotta think twice. Due to decisions they choose, they still lose. But I keep it 1,000 for me and my crew. So never doubt her when I say that I stay true. And I'm there for you, and do all the things that they're scared to do. My crew got love in all kinds of states. Travel the world, share the stage with greats. Headline shows if you can really relate. Ain't no need to debate, it's just me and my brother Big Acee-ville, Interceptors. Yeah.
You're tuned into The Trap.
You're tuned into the Trap House Rocks show.
Miss LB Management.
Blackster.
063.
Eventlevel.com, promoting indie.
So many people puff trees and I do too. Can I roll another blunt and smoke with you? I wanna stay hella lit, no tripping, be cool. Let the buzz smoke go and watch it feel the flow. So many people puff trees and I do too. Can I roll another blunt and smoke with you? I wanna stay hella lit, no tripping, be cool. Let the buzz smoke go and watch it feel the flow. Oh, now they feel the flow. I thought they didn't, but they feel the flow. One more time if you feel the flow. For my people if you feel the flow. Come on. Feel the flow.
Herman was in Acee-ville out of Cali. That was their joint right there. The guy who we were just talking to out of Cali.
Was he saying like hip hop music is just like his hobby?
No, that's his job. Well, he raps.
I mean, like rapping. I meant.
Well, like he said, he's on the business side of things in the industry, managing now. So, So
he's just doing that for fun.
Well, it didn't start out as fun, and I don't think. I mean, like he said, he's got a brand new song with Snoop Dogg about to drop. So it's not just a hobbies. I mean, you're not going to do a song with Snoop Dogg and not push it to the limit as an artist. Now, a little bit later in the show, I'm going to play an exclusive record that I got yesterday from Cuzzo Fly, and it's Young Capo, Lazy Boy featuring Cuzzo Fly. It's called Plotting on the Come Up. Plotting on the Come Up. It's some new artists that he's working with, and it's very dope. So we'll hear that a little bit later. First, let's talk about Kanye West a little bit. I know we were talking about the Grammys, but I read today where I was looking at his Twitter because somebody said he was going on a little rampage. So I just wanted to see what he was talking about, and he said he asked like Rolling Stone magazine, the New York Times, and other white publications to not comment on black music, period, anymore.
I mean, listen, who gives a fuck what Kanye says anymore? He's like it's really starting to bother me because, like, if somebody else said that, like if Jesse Jackson said that or something, like, who the fuck is Kanye? I'm like, fuck Jesse Jackson.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, let's forget all that you just said, because listen to this. He is backwards, because here's the thing. I don't think it's the black folks spending money on his music, to be honest with you. So why wouldn't you let the white people talk about you? Put your music, your black music, he said, into the white publication Rolling Stone magazine. You should, I mean, that's gonna get you more a different group of people to look at you and buy your things, everything you have.
I don't think it's about money no more with dude.
Well, now let's go ahead further and let you comment on that. Talking about money, he just sit there and said, he just asked, what's his name, Mark Zuckerberg, the Facebook founder, and also the founder of Oracle. He asked both of them for like $1 billion on Twitter out in the open, because he said he's $53 million in debt. So if it ain't about money, it's got to be about money, because he's $53 million in debt.
How do you become $53 million in debt when you made $20 million last year and your wife made $50?
Well, he's in $53 million in debt right now, and he asked both of those billionaires for $1 billion.
I hope they don't give it to him. I hope this guy.
You really think Mark Zuckerberg?
Hell no, they ain't finna give him no $1 billion. But I hope they contribute
to him.
Yeah.
Why?
It's like he look at it like this. I could kind of get a little bit of what he on. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like they play games with us. They play games with us about everything. Our history,
who's they?
Our history.
The white people?
Whoever they is. You know what I'm saying?
You said they. Who are they?
I mean, who is they, Ziggy? Come on
now. Whoever they is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know who they is. But it's always been us against them. That's just period with anything. Okay. It's like a game. It's like a mind fuck. Like when them people get rich like that, you know what I'm saying? Like you will hear about shit now, he owns such and such. And then they got loopholes to a bunch of shit to where 6 months from now, he won't be owing nobody nothing. Wasn't in debt and all. You know what I'm saying? Like, it be a game, man. This shit, it's entertainment at the end of the day. What everybody always fails to realize and forgets that it's entertainment.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I will say this: it's much easier making your first million than it is keeping that million. You know what I mean? Like it. Once you get a certain level to maintain, that's the true bitch.
Yeah.
You know, that's the true bitch. But Kanye, listen, I don't give a shit what he says. He's not of a significance to be saying the things he says.
Why not? Why not? One of his ghostwriters won a Grammy tonight.
Because like Michael Jordan can talk shit. People can talk certain people. What's that?
How can Michael Jordan talk shit?
Because he's of his years of greatness.
So it's
what he has done for his field, what he has done for the NBA, has granted him whatever he wants to say.
But I'm gonna tell you, see, this is difference between Michael Jordan and Kanye West. Kanye West put a lot of people on in Chicago. I'm talking about, like, if you go to the blocks where they grew up from, the neighborhood where they grew up from and all that stuff, man, like, them people still live in that neighborhood. They done fixed it up, like, you know what I'm saying? Well, Michael Jordan don't have he don't have nothing for kids in Chicago.
Well, listen, what I'm just saying is, like, Kanye, all the great things you do, I'm sure he does several great things. Shut the fuck up about the stupid things. Stop spurting out stupid shit. Like interrupting speeches and going at certain people and saying magazines can't do this. Who are you to say that to these people? You know what I mean? Like,
it's about him. See, that's what we got to remember, right? That's what we got to remember. This is about him. You see what I'm saying? So he has the right to feel whatever he feels when it comes to him. Now, if he talking about somebody else, then that's another story. But he's talking about something that's going on with himself. He got the right to express and say, I don't want you writing about me, or I don't want you to have nothing to say about me.
But he could say whatever he wants. He could say, Taylor Swift made it because of me, right? Mm-hmm. He could say that, though. That's cool. And I don't even like Taylor Swift.
You heard what you just said? You just said the same thing I just said. He's talking about himself.
Yeah. No, he said he made Taylor Swift who she is today. Right? That's the latest stupid thing.
And you heard what you just said. You just said the same thing that I'm saying. He's talking about himself.
Okay, then that's why I'm saying we're tired of hearing it.
Take him out there. Now, if he said Taylor Swift is only Taylor Swift because of somebody else, then now that's making him wrong, because you ain't got nothing to do with that. So how you gonna put yourself in there?
He didn't have nothing to do with it either way. Either way.
There's levels to this shit, okay?
Ain't a man.
Now, let's stay on the music topic, because, in our next segment, we're going to go a little bit crazy. But I get track submissions all the time, all throughout the week for this station, and the other two stations that I upload for. I get a lot of tracks that are named incorrectly, and I put them in the trash, and I don't listen. And somebody sent me an email last night, and I clicked it to see if the track was named correctly, and there was no MP3 inside. So I was like, what the fuck is this? So I look, and it's a SoundCloud. Then it was a girl, so I was like, well, I'm gonna click the SoundCloud. I never do that, okay? If you're sending me a track for rotation, you better send it the right way, because I don't have time. I got too much coming in. So I click it, and it says, and I sent you guys a picture. It sent me, first I clicked her Twitter, because it had Twitter and SoundCloud. So I clicked the Twitter, and when I went to her Twitter, it said 9-year-old upcoming lesbian rapper, whatever, in the SoundCloud link, 9-year-old upcoming lesbian rapper. Now, I didn't write her back. I did put it in the trash. I didn't follow her or anything, because I don't think at 9 years old you know whether you're a lesbian or not. You know what I mean? Like, and if that's a parent making you or pushing you that way, that's wrong too. That's what I figured. Like they're gonna try to stand out and try to be, you know, a 9-year-old lesbian, try to go viral or some shit, you know. And
LB though, here's what's happening. It's becoming such the norm now that these kids get to a certain age and they think that's what it's supposed to be.
At 9 years old, where do you hear lesbian and what a lesbian is?
At school. Where else? TV, school, anywhere on the internet.
And that's why my child doesn't watch it. But anyway, I just don't think. So you're saying that's normal? A 9-year-old lesbian?
It's becoming for this young generation.
Are you ready to take that next step? Are you 9 wanting to eat some pussy? I'm asking you.
If you keep on letting your kids take them hormone shots, them flu shots and vaccine shots, that's what you're going to get.
Are you saying all those vaccines make people gay?
Fuck yeah.
Okay, listen.
There could be something to that.
God don't make no mistakes, G.
Listen, I don't have the right to say what's right or wrong, okay? And I don't have a problem with her being gay if that's what she is. Being 9 is a little bit over the edge to be sending me a track and whatever. Okay, so then I go to her Twitter, just look down a little further, and she's like, fuck this, fuck that, talking like this. And I'm like, okay, you're not only a 9-year-old lesbian, but you have a foul-ass mouth at 9 years old. Like, no, obvious, you have nobody looking out for your best interest. Or your ass wouldn't have a Twitter at 9 unless you was a, you know. Well, I guess you can have a Twitter at 9 if you're a superstar, this and that, but.
I'll tell you what, though. When I was 9, if they had Twitter, you can guarantee I'd be on that shit. And I'd be on if I had the technology at my disposal as now, that they have now, as if I had it when I was a kid, oh my God.
Listen, I don't care if she's gay or not, but she is 9. So there, I said it. Okay. I play a 10-year-old, 11, 12-year-old's music here sometimes because we had T.I.'s son, Domani, on the show, and he was very young, like maybe 11, 12, when I had him on here. And we didn't curse, and we respected the fact that, you know, I mean, that's just respect. I mean, obviously, this child who has this Twitter and is doing these things, their parents are okay with that.
Yeah.
I mean, they're pushing a 9-year-old rapper, lesbian rap, whatever. I don't know what she raps about.
I like following them in the beginning, and then I like seeing where they go, because usually they're not around after a while.
I kind of wish I would have listened to the track to see if she cursed and all that stuff in the track and how it would come across, but I didn't take time to. I just totally turned off by.
She can't even wipe her own ass properly yet, right? You see this? She don't even know how to clean her little stinking ass pussy yet, but she know that she like girls. Fuck out of here. I ain't mad at.
I think it's sad.
Yeah.
At 9 years old to be talking like that and to be unloved because nobody loves you or they wouldn't let you do that shit. I'm just saying, it's me. You know?
Absolutely.
I have my own opinion about things. When you're an adult, do what you do. But I think until they're of age, you know, you have to have some type of control.
Yeah.
Hip hop or no hip hop. You feel me?
But somebody touched that little girl or something. Somebody done touched her, now she like, ooh, I hate dicks. You know what I'm saying? Because you 9.
Oh my God.
9. You shouldn't know nothing really about no dicks. You shouldn't even experience that or none of that.
Yeah, but, you know, I go camping with the same group of people for like 23 years now, right? So they had kids 23 years ago. They're now older. A lot of them, you know. My buddy has his one daughter who's 14 and her friend is 13. They come this year, right? And the daughter's friend is dressed like a boy. And I asked the mother, I said, what the hell's going on here? She goes, I don't know. She thinks she's transgender. See what I'm saying?
Wait a minute. You don't think you're transgender. You either had a fucking sex change or you didn't.
But all I'm saying is kids are doing these things. It's becoming more normal. You know what I mean? And parents, man, if I did something like that, my father would have hit me over the head with a stick and then hit me with a brick if the stick didn't work.
Well,
you know?
I mean, you know, like I said, once again, as you get of age, do what you want to do. But should I get this little girl on this show with her parents on here and tell her parents how fucked up they are and how they don't love her? Should I?
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. That's
I mean,
all I
she's
have to
gay.
say about that.
Let's just say she is gay, okay? Let's just say, really, she was born gay.
Fine, but
A
you
lot
have
of-
a foul mouth and you're 9. You
Right,
don't know
that's all I
about
was
no
gonna say.
pussy or nothing.
There's nothing wrong with being, if you are gay at 9 years of age, but if you're promoting this and in a way and doing all these other, then that's the wrong part.
Somebody has put that in that child's head.
That's what I was just gonna say. If you gay at 9 years old, you need to go back and do some research and figure out who fucked you up.
Well, I mean, I have a 10-year-old daughter, and she's asked me questions before, like, what is this, or what is this, or what is this? Like, curious, but not.
If it was like that, God would have made it to where both women could have sex with each other and have kids, and men could have sex with each other.
If you don't, Ziggy, I don't want to go into the whole gay thing because there's lots of great gay people out there. That's their choice. But if you can't reproduce, I don't think you have no business touching. And on that note, we are going to play the exclusive record for tonight. I know the guys are out there tuned in, watching, ready for their track to play. Young Capo, Lazy Boy. They're both from Cali, featuring Cuzzo Fly. That's what a K, Cuzzo Fly, plotting on the come up. So we're going to hear that song live here right now. And we'll be right back with y'all. Stay tuned in.
We're going to have to call Lofey.
Don't be calling my phone. Bust these moves like I'm running out of time. And these hoes on my dick, but this money on my mind. Cause I'm plotting on a come up. Then I'm plotting on the next one. They plotting on a come up. Then I'm plotting on the next one.
Trap House Rock.
Exclusive. I might not pick up if you ain't talking about running a checkup. My folks just pulled up, and from the look on his face, I know he got a lick up. Yeah, we on some Diddy shit. Get rich or die trying, 50 shit. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. That's why I ain't got no time for no punk ass bitch. Hey, I cam new fast on them. In the zone, straight dab on them. Then I hit Lazy Boy and Capo. Then I go cop me some Chapo.
I'm all in my zone. If it ain't about money, don't be calling my phone. Bust these moves like I'm running out of time. And these hoes on my dick, but this money on my mind. Cause I'm plotting on a come up. Then I'm plotting on the next one. They plotting on a come up. Then I'm plotting on the next one.
I'm plotting with my thugs, that's on everything I love. I be in the trap with them killers and the drugs. Busting these moves, tapping with a plug. Man, I be out in Cali getting all this Cali love. I'm saying, I'm all in my zone. Going off of bookies, blowing on strong. If it ain't about this money, don't be calling my phone. If it ain't about a dollar, leave that broke shit home. I ain't fucking with it. Rollie on my wrist, man, that thing whining. Feeling like Neff, think I'm big timing. Think I see snow, I'ma tell that bitch hello. Pizza gelato, yeah, I got it for the LO.
I'm all in my zone. If it ain't about money, don't be calling my phone. Bust these moves like I'm running out of time. And these hoes on my dick, but this money on my mind. Cause I'm plotting on a come up. Then I'm plotting on the next one. They plotting on the come up. Then I'm plotting on the next one. And I'm really about this. My little homie plotting, tryna hit a house late. You already know I'm on the next move. If she want it, then I hit it in a restaurant. In the streets, won't let go. I'm got him bustin' moves on the metro. And I'm all about a dollar. My bros with the shit, yeah, they all about the drama. Like, ice. I'm all on my zone. If it ain't about money, don't be calling my phone. Bust these moves like I'm running out of time. And these hoes on my dick, but this money on my mind. Cause I'm plotting on a come up. And I'm plotting on the next one. They plotting on a come up. And I'm plotting on the next one.
You're tuned into The Trap.
We are back in the building. Trapped Out Tuesday right here at eventlevel.com. You just heard Young Capo, Lazy Boy featuring Cuzzo Clyde plotting on the come up. Follow them on Instagram, all that, so you can go check out the latest music that they're putting out. Lofey just joined us. What's going on with you, man? Tell the people who you are and who they're looking at.
Well, there's this guy.
You need a haircut, Lofey. I ain't seen you in a while.
I know. I'm Lofey. How's everybody doing?
Oh my God, wait, put that back up there. That's got hair on it.
Yeah, that's what I said you need a haircut for.
This is my Floridian golfer Lofey right here.
So you actually wear that out?
No, only when I'm on your show.
Okay. Tell the people who you are right quick. Ziggy, this is Lofey. Greatness is sitting back there, and you already know Mike. What's going on, Lofey?
I'm good. I'm Lofey, the person.
Yeah.
The music guy.
The music guy.
What's happening, everybody?
I've heard you call different names too, but we won't go over those names, man.
Yeah, there's a couple of
Lofey, what the hell you been up to? I ain't seen you in like ages, man. What's
you got me working?
What are you working on? Let's hear it. What's going on with you?
I currently am doing a ton of stuff with Mona Scott Young and Mona Me Entertainment. I'm monopolizing VH1 right now. I got Love and Hip Hop New York going. I've got Stevie J and Jocelyn and K. Michelle. So I'm doing a very large amount of the music that's in all those shows right now.
That's why we haven't seen you. You've been
and a bunch of
busy.
others coming up. So yeah, I've been busy doing that.
Hold on, Mike. You talk to this man all the time.
Go ahead.
Dang, you got 50 questions? Huh? See, that's why 50 Cent said the 21 questions. Because you see him, what you call him earlier, ass or something, Lofey? What you call him earlier?
Go ask him your question, man.
Fugly. He called him Fugly.
Fugly face fan.
Right, Fugly. Who's that fugly guy to the right?
Big face.
Exactly.
What does SWJ stand for?
Stupid white jerk. Hi, Kendrick. That's all good. I mean, that was an endearing name given to me by. I used to be managed by a guy by the name of Skane Dalla, who's partners with Clue in Desert Storm, and he also manages currently Leon the Beats, who does all of Khaled's records, all the hit records that you heard. And he's also godfather to my older son, and he used to call me stupid white jerk all the time, so it stuck.
What were you doing to get called that though? Just because your beats were stupid, right?
Being a stupid white jerk. Well, that and just being this stupid.
So it's both your beats and you.
Yeah, pretty much. So that's how I got that name.
That's what's up.
Yeah, the one thing that I don't know if you're still messing with this project, but what enlightened me what you were doing with these live shows, Lofey.
Yeah, it's going down. We just did a bunch of shows with Foreigner.
Wow.
The classic rock group Foreigner.
Explain to these guys what you're doing.
My brother-in-law and his older brother created a concept for a company, which is now officially a company called Stereocast. And what happens is we go in to these live venues, whether it's a 300-person venue or the Staples Center at the Grammys, or that kind of show, and we mix and master it live and feed it up to the cloud. And we have an app for your smartphone, and literally by the time you're in the parking lot on your way home, you can either download your favorite song or the entire show that you just saw. So it's called digital merchandise. So what it does is it gives back some mechanical royalties and sales to the artist, because right now the record business is all dictated by doing live performances, because nobody's really selling any records. Let's get that straight. Not the records that I know, you know. Right. So this enables them to make money. You know, if you're on a 30 city or 50 city tour, you now are catering to your fan base that's coming to that show. And what we do is we don't make it available forever. We put it up there for a window of time, whether it's a day, 6 hours, whatever it is. And that doesn't mean that people outside of the venue can't download it either. So if you're at a show in New York and you call me up and say, Loaf, oh man, the show was amazing. You got to, you know, I can go on and get it, but after that window closes, it's not available. So we're doing that, as well as making some marriages with some pretty hefty people. Pace Magazine, the guy that owns that, owns Bill Graham, who is one of the biggest promoters, you know, Mike, biggest promoters of all time. And he has what's called a vault of music, archive live shows that people have never heard before. So we're doing some exclusive stuff with them. Yeah, so there's going to be content on there, but the idea is to get to these performers that live venues and cater to their fans. The loyal fan base that goes and spends $200 on it to see Taylor Swift. Those people are going to want to know that they can bring that show home with them, instead of being at the show, holding this up all night and getting a shitty recording and not paying attention to the show. Right. Now they can go to Stereocast on their phone and download the app. And
audio, right?
It's only audio right now. Yeah.
Nice.
That is incredible.
Yeah, so it's a pretty amazing. It's very disruptive, is what it is.
How was it doing? How did the crowd receive it at the shows that you've done so far?
Well, the only shows that we've done was I did a private event for some very big publicity people and an icon, as far as I'm concerned. He's a music business mogul by the name of Charles Koppelman, who did the first mega independent deal back in '89 with, I'll give you a little trivia. Back in '89, he sold his company SBK Records to EMI for $300 million. So, and then he went on to be the chairman of EMI for about 15 or 16 years. And then since then has been the chairman of Martha Stewart Living. He's on the board of Six Flags, the Sands Casino. And I mean, he's just a very successful, smart businessman. Right. And we put on a private event at a place called SIR, which, if you're from New York, people, it's a famous place that the biggest of the best and the biggest go there to rehearse before they go on tour or do a show. And we did a private event for about 30 or 40 people there in October with an artist named Kevin Andreas, who's like Jamiroquai meets Adam Levine, and killed it and showed everybody how it works. And it was an InStyle magazine, OK magazine. Charles Koppelman went on the biggest financial show in the game, which is on CNBC. It's The Closing Bell, the following day, and talked about Stereocast. So it's a big deal. And then
it's got the backing of the major artists, though. That's going to make.
Well, that's what I'm getting to. Then fast forwarding to now, the first major artist was Foreigner. So we've got a couple. We've got Mark Anthony. There's a couple of people that we can't really say 100% yet, because there's, you got to get to the artist. Right. And you also, if they're signed, you got to get to the label.
Yeah, don't you need someone holding your cords and wrapping them up at these shows?
That would be you, Mikey.
All right, buddy. Thanks, man.
Okay, I need a job too.
A couple other things too.
I need to know what you're gonna put me to work doing at the show. Tell the people out there watching what you would put me to. If you had to put me to work out there, what would you make me do?
Oh, you just enjoy the show and reap all the benefits.
You're not gonna make me work.
No, actually, you'd be great for doing PR stuff. You'd be amazing, which we should talk about later on. It's a great idea, actually.
Yeah. Hey, Lo, have you ever rubbed shoulders with Michael Jackson?
No, unfortunately, I was never fortunate to. But I got a great Biggie Small story.
Tell us listen, here's what we're going to do. let's hear the Biggie Smalls story. And for all of you live listeners out there, if you're listening live right now, we will start a whole new segment with Lofey and Greatness and Ziggy, Mike, and I after this. But let's hear the Biggie Smalls story before we go to the next segment.
Okay, I'll dumb it down real quick. So many years ago, this is like pre-Alicia Keys. I was at a party in Atlanta in the 90s, mid-90s with, Aaliyah, DeBrat, Jermaine Dupri, everybody. And we were all together in the same area. And at the time, I had a little bit of a green thumb. And I had put one together. and I handed it to Biggie. And this is my word, this is my one greatest of all time. I handed it to him and he looked at me and he goes, I only smoke blunts if they roll proper. And that was it. And I was like, knock yourself out, kid.
That is definitely something that you'd remember forever.
Listen,
Right, that was cool.
I had an episode like that with some green.
But for me, I didn't get a chance to do a record with him. I might have done a couple remixes here and there, but at least I had that one experience hands-on, which to me is equivalent to doing a record with him. It was just as good.
Before we take a break and go and start over and do our next segment, my greenery story was, I don't know how I got there after the show, but I was at the hotel with Lil Wayne and a bunch of other people, and I'm the only one. This girl came in there and he was ready to smoke or whatever, and she pulls out this big bag of weed, and it's like brown looking and it's like fucked up looking. But back then, this was a while back, but he was really popping. He was the headliner, of course, at that show at Lil Wayne. It was a big deal. I only had just a little quarter of perp. But perp back then was like the shit. Like you couldn't get it, And I pull it out, and I will never forget because he looked at her and her weed, and he didn't say a word, but the security actually came over there, got her, and made her leave.
Yeah.
Because what she had versus what I paid like $100 and something for this fucking, you know what I'm saying? Back then, that was a lot back then. So I just held it out like, here. I didn't even care because it was him. And I just looked him from head to toe. And he got some out of it and rolled a blunt. And he handed me the rest back.
Don't get me started.
I did get a picture. I did get a couple pictures.
If you want to go there, I got stories from the Hard Knock Life tour where I'd have DMX hitting me up, frantic, I thought there was an emergency. And as it turns out, we'd be in some city, and he was buying something. And at the time, I was the guy, the green thumb. So he'd be, and I'm like, yo, is everything all right?
I mean,
I need you to come down here quick. It's an emergency. I'd come down there, and he'd be like, tell me if this is good.
I used to be that same person, kind of. It was like, and I didn't mean to be, but if you're going to have things on deck, they need to be right, especially if you're going to that.
The good thing is that a lot of times they were right, but what I used to do for X was I'd take the bag and put my nose in it to smell it, and I'd be like, not so good, and the guy would walk away, and then I'd go and pull out a nugget and be like, here you go, Earl.
Wow. Okay, you heard that, right?
Wow, straight out the trap.
I mean, what if it would have sucked back in your throat and and choked you?
Mike knows. It's like a magnet.
Yeah, I used to roll up pants.
Like, let me check it out, and I'd open it up and be like, I'm like, looked like I was chewing tobacco or something. Now he couldn't tell, and I'd be like, you know what? Not so good, man. And the guy would leave. X would growl at him, make him leave. And then as soon as he got out of the room, the back of the venue, wherever we were in the dressing room, I'd be like, and I'm telling you, I'd have
back in the late 70s, early 80s, you would roll your pants up, right? You'd have the bottoms of your pants rolled up a little bit. Yeah. I had it just right where I can drop buds from standing up right into that fucking pant like that.
Oh, wow.
It's like a net.
We're going to go to break, right?
So all of you listeners and viewers out there just heard some Weed Chronicles here at the Trap House. It is the Trap House. If you are watching us live, stay tuned in. If not, we'll see you next time. If you're watching the replay, check out the whole channel. And we're going to get up out of here right now and start something else.
Exactly.
Yeah. Don't get it fucked up, nigga. Real nigga. G hustle. Hey, I might be cool, but I'm wild. I might be young, but I'm ready. I might relapse to that band and start cutting the food for that fitty. I'm from that city, they hustle. YG hustle the model. And this G hustle today. And this G hustle tomorrow. Okay, now first off, free young hood. Man, the nigga been locked up since the first time they locked up Suge. And they hit me on the phone talking about rap shit like it's all good when it's all bad and the time's hard. Why hit them off with a green dot? Homie, you ain't never even gotta ask for it. Like, no shit. That's why niggas stay focused and I grind like that. Can't fuck around fake ass nigga, y'all bogus. I don't rock like that. Ain't one since day one, nigga, did real, did wrong. Can't say one nigga, I ride one deep, no strap, yo trap, no flaw, real rap, no made up. Nigga, put stacks down, out of town. I don't trap, but I know the ropes. Buying both to get the raw cut. But the one time niggas get broke though, and you don't want the quote for these verses. Cause I practice that till it's perfect. Did the groundwork and took losses, now I just handle business in person. I might be cool, but I'm wild. I might be young, but I'm ready. I might relapse to that band, don't start cutting the food for that fitty. I'm from the city, they hustle. YG hustle the model, and it's G hustle today, and it's G hustle tomorrow. All I want is better days. I done seen niggas on the wall, no bail, no bail. Where the niggas do the crime, don't tell. Need a mission when you gone, hell yeah. Shit. Man, I paid my due, and I served my time. Let y'all get yours, now try and get mine. Y'all ain't putting no work. Whole time I was gone. Well, I'm back now, nigga, back down. Trying to eat on my plate, fuck around, get smoked. No pain, no gain. Nigga about to blow like propane. Ride with a pair of young black hoes, nigga, I'm a player, but a nigga play no games. Needs one shotgun, all black, throwaway, coming off top like bro game. But the dope game look kinda good to a nigga when the rap game giving out no pain. Fuck that nigga, I'm straight right here. Post up and I get cake right here. Light bill, water bill, car no do. And I want a rap check, but it ain't none here. I just rap to stay sane, nigga. I don't fuck with no lame niggas. My dog said he needs straight up guap. They gon' whip up pops with that flame. I might be cool, but I'm wild. I might be young, but I'm ready. I might relapse to that band, don't start cutting the food for that fitty. I'm from the city, they hustle. YG hustle the model, and it's G hustle today, and it's G hustle tomorrow. All I want is better days. I done seen niggas on the wall, no bail. Where the niggas do the crime, don't tell. Need a mission when you gone, hell yeah. Shit. Fuck a nigga supposed to do. 12 locked up, every nigga close to you. And the only ones left when I heard the block. And it kinda got you feeling uncomfortable. What you got to do, what you got to do. Grown man, ain't nobody gon' sponsor you. And you wanna get the kicks and the fresh fits, but then the rent called water and the lights to do. Shit.
Don D&T-Y, Ghost and Raekwon, Big Daddy Kane, 91 Nas, 92 Big, yeah, 94 Pop. I cook a whole brick and let my rap.
I got a trampoline trap, my shit jump all night. Boy, I got olds of that fish scale and dumb hard white. Yo, who you know in Carolina got Broadway, yay? The fiends dance for it like they in a Broadway play. Yo, I got plugs over here, I'm plugged over there. Plug, nigga, I'm plugged everywhere. And when Migo come through, ain't no habla English, but he play with them keys and don't use no fingers. I saw Kilo niggas turn into Chris Christina's. When them niggas go to jail, they some real good singers. When I say Tata, I ain't talking about Queens, I'm talking T.Y., Winston, the kid with the fiends. And back when I did get them Levi jeans, I get cut like a nigga who ain't make the team. A nigga fuck if I don't make the screen, cause I know how to take a pack of hard white and make it green. And motherfucker, I can pay your fee, $50. He'll break in your Lexus and take your screens. While you frontin', I'ma get this cream. Then cop a old school with a rag top and make it lean. Every time I play the strip, I make a scene. Cause my car keep flip-flopping blue to green. Yeah, that's candy, baby, and it's official. I got my shit painted in Miami, baby. Got soldiers that's ready to buck, so I could get you wet like a horny bitch ready to fuck. Or when I gauge you, leave a hole in you, Reese cup size. And I'm like Jordan, I be wearing that 4-5. My niggas more live. You'll come home and find your mother and your kids in the living room hog-tied. And we ain't through yet. We killing everybody in your whole family, nigga. Then we getting you wet.
Don D and T.Y., Ghost and Raekwon, Big Daddy Kane, 91 Nas, 92 Big, yeah, 94 Pop. I cook a whole brick and let my rap house Don D and T.Y., EPMD, 93 Mob, Jay-Z and 88. In the club 50, new 3,000 locks. I cook a whole brick and let my
Everybody been out to the Trap Out Tuesday right here at eventlevel.com/trap/TV, or you're tuned in on the YouTube at the Indie Republic live stream. What's going on, everybody? You know, already know I'm Miss LB, and then we got Mike. Since he's always complaining about me not introducing him first, he always says he's last. This is Mike Fiore, and then we've got my girl Greatness up there, and SWJ Lofer Ray in the building with us. You guys who don't know who he is, let's tell him right quick. Give him the short version of who Lofey is.
Oh boy.
We'll let Mike do it.
He tells everybody SWJ stands for stupid white jerk, right? But I think it stands for super white jerk.
Super. He is pretty damn super.
I mean, you know, he's been a guy who's been in the music business for 25 years now, Lofey.
Go easy, bro. Go
20
easy.
years?
Go easy.
And he's worked with some of the biggest names in the industry, and he's still going strong.
I was a baby when I got started.
You went to college for music.
I did.
And worked your way up.
I did. I mean, I was working before college, but I did go to study at the University of Miami. I was a jazz performance major.
Wow. And
yeah.
Mike said that I'm echoing from somebody, but Mike said that we might have to play a little something on the piano.
Oh boy.
You got a speaker on, Lofey?
Well, yeah. Well, in order for me to hear you guys, I have to have a speaker.
Okay, now.
We're going to talk louder.
Is it me that's making everybody echo?
Yes.
Is it really?
Yeah, because you don't have a headset in.
Oh,
neither do I.
Oh, I can hold on a second.
While he's doing that,
the
echo. The first thing I want to talk about tonight is just a little bit of information that I read. Forbes magazine, of course, Forbes. They've dubbed a few artists as the 2016 Cash Princes, okay, meaning they think that these guys are going to make the most money in 2016. Now, here's the names that they said. They said Fetty Wap, okay, they said Joey Badass, they said Metro Boomin, they said Logic and Young Dolph. There was a few more on the list. Some of them I wasn't really familiar with, if that tells you anything. I mean, I'm up on music and I didn't even know the names, but they obviously think that they're going to be cash princes for 2016. I do agree with Metro Boomin. I mean, he's on like every person's record. I can see that. And Young Dolph, I'm a big fan of Young Dolph. And that's, I mean, you know, if you know who Young Dolph is, his music is real. It's real. And it's hard, you know what I'm saying? And you got to like that type of music to even like him. And I have a track out right now, Nephew Texas Boy, featuring Young Dolph, Trap on Fire. So go pick that up on the iTunes.
I'm convinced, though, I'm convinced that people that are our age, we're no longer to hear the music that we want to hear. So we just have to adapt to what's out there.
I'm over that. Okay, I used to. I'm over that. I don't get to listen to what I really like sometimes. But then the music that I do listen to, it grows on me so much that it's like my favorite music now. Trap music, like all kinds of trap music. and of course I love my New York style, you know, too, but I'm hooked on some trap shit right now. Go figure. I'm an old school person, you know. I mean, I love the Wu-Tang Clan. I love lyrics. I love, you know, everything about hip hop, but I'm on some trap shit right now.
Who's the one girl who's coming up? I keep seeing her everywhere. She's a young black chick. She's got her hair up, usually kind of, and she's very spunky. She's always got all this energy and this dance. She's become real big. I see her everywhere now.
Who are you talking about?
Janelle Monáe.
Yeah, exactly. I see her everywhere now. Commercials everywhere.
She's got a nice commercial right now.
Yeah. She seems to be good.
I feel like that Forbes was right about a few of those. I don't know about a couple, but what do you guys think?
Which ones don't you know about? Fetty Wap?
Fetty Wap's awesome to me for what he has done, okay? A lot of people, you either love him or hate him, but he better come with it, you know what I'm saying, in 2016, because you know sometimes when you have that huge buzz and these huge records and then it just kind of, you know what I mean? So he better come with it, Fetty Wap, is all I'm saying.
It's hard to reinvent yourself when you have such a distinct voice and you know, his style is cool, but it could wear out after a while.
It could. That's what I'm saying with him. But I mean, I'm a fan. I hope for Young Dolph to be a Cash Prince this year. But I don't think they're right about that as far as, you know, people making the most money. Joey Badass, people really like him. I think he's great.
I think that's well, I don't want to say that the problem with that is
will it be that this year though?
Well, but he's still very underground.
Yeah.
So unless he conforms and does something a little bit more commercial, I can't see
him. Yeah.
You know, like if he did a record with somebody who was, you know, in the mainstream, but he's not a mainstream guy. You know, he's a backpacker.
Yeah.
Skater, you know, which I love.
I'd be curious if they can pull it off with him. I'm curious to see it. Maybe they got something going on with a big commercial ad or something. Who knows? You know, they're getting broken in all different ways these days, and it's usually not by their music.
Well, he's got a record with what's his name, David Guetta, and who's the other chick on there? So he's got a pop record out. You know, Fetty Wap's got it. I'm talking about Fetty Wap, not Joey.
Yeah.
Fetty's got that. If Joey did something like that, which I can never see him do because he's so underground, he's just got to break so hard underground that I don't know. I just know numbers and I know the business, and unless you transfer over to the other side, like Wiz did, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, absolutely. That's why I was kind of like, well, looking at the list, like, well, a lot of people are not going to hear Young Dolph because Young Dolph's not going to do one of those records that he needs to do. It's not going to happen.
Depends if the right money's offered.
If it's a female collaboration, maybe if he's rapping on it or something, but it won't be a.
Like with Joey, I know his management and the guy who signed him very, very well, and he has such an underground thing going on. He's got the Smokers Club, it's Johnny Shipes and Cinematic, and he's doing very well catering to that audience. And I don't think he cares, or the artists care, to necessarily cross over to that other side. But the question is that can you bring in that kind of, whatever the word was, cash, whatever.
Cash Prince.
Cash, right. Can you do that on that side? That's the question. It's so hard to do it on the pop side. I mean, listen, the numbers are not the same. They're just not anymore. So those guys that are already pop, the Ariana Grande, that whole, they do very well, I'm sure. But if you put them back 10 or 15 years ago, it'd be a whole, I mean, you know, they'd be selling they'd be going diamond, not hoping to sell 1 million, you know, records, just 1 million. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a different climate.
Listen, and the funny thing about music too, man, is how you get there this year is going to be completely different next year.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and that's the crazy thing about business and the guys who stick in the picture. Because we were talking about you the other night, Lofey. One thing you've always been able to do is to stay current with your beats, where a lot of guys don't stay current. So it really is a trick.
There's two sides to that. I mean, I have no problem physically or whatever you want to call it, staying current. I mean, sonically, I should say.
Yes.
But am I current in the world that you guys talk about every day? Am I going and doing records with Drake and this one? No, because I don't gun to go down and do that. I just do it via a different platform. You're hearing it. I always hashtag. You know, I do the social media thing a little bit on Instagram, and one of my hashtags is "You have no choice but to listen." So even though I'm not on a Drake record or Rick Ross, because I'm not pushing to do. I'm not that I can't. I probably could if I really tried. I don't really care, but that same audience, if not more, is still hearing my stuff no matter what, regardless. It's just on a different platform. So I've sort of I've done two things. I've tried to stay current with my ear to the street, sonically and musically, and also stay current. You know, surviving in the music industry, I should say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, especially like LB, for someone like you, LB, especially online, the changes that go in a year have to be. I don't. You got to be pulling your hair out of your head. You know what I mean?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's always something.
Yeah,
It's always something in the trap. Speaking of trap and trapping and trap music, let's talk about some drugs. I saw a piece of news earlier that I wanted to comment on because I think it's fucking awesome. I have this big problem with people who do meth because it's like in the country. I don't know if it's bad up north or wherever, but it's super bad in the country, like where I live. Like you can spot them a mile away with the bumps on their face and looking fucked up, you know, the whole nine, red face, all that. Yeah. $900 million worth of meth was found today inside of thousands of silicone bras. This shipment came from Hong Kong and it got to Australia where it got searched. The box, the big container was searched. $900 million worth of meth won't be on the street. You know what I mean? I think that's a big deal. I don't know who's stupid enough to. They got to get it there somehow, but.
Makes you think about how much is on the street, and does that dwarf what they did recover?
Right. You know, I mean, there's got to be lots more. You can't say that it comes just from where they have it. You know what I'm saying? So they were also hiding it in children's art supplies in the containers. But those bras, they were packaged. They were the silicone bras, and they were pumped full of the meth.
You know, those the sad part about it is somebody else has probably already moved in to replace that. You know,
well, I mean, it was a genius thing to do. I mean, you know what I mean? Because there's so many people sell things to enhance, you know, what they wear, whatever. But I'm glad it's gone. I just don't like it because when I see them and they look at me and I'm like, I can tell what you're doing just by looking at you. We didn't do those things, you know what I mean, like they're doing these days. But anyway, not the point. We've got Ziggy Wisco back in here. And what I wanted to talk to with Ziggy about tonight is something happened on my social media yesterday. Ziggy's got a new video out. It's called Guapo, by the way. Let's talk about that first. He's got a new video out called Guapo. It's on the Vivo channel. It's very dope. And his single's also on all the online sales outlets, whatever. You can go hear it, listen to it. But the video that he had before this one, was it On One or the other? There it is. Where the girl, the model, the white girls was in the bed with you.
On One.
On One. Okay, that's what I thought. I should know that, but I'm sorry. I had to clarify it just to make sure in case they go watch it. Okay, On One by Ziggy Wisco. And I remember him shooting the video about 29 to 30 weeks ago.
Yeah, and a lot of these girls didn't have clothes on in the video.
They had thongs on. They were shaking it, breaking it down. Okay, he was with 3 white girls, and he don't mess with white girls. But anyway, So he's scared of white people. But he made a video with them. But anyway.
Only white people that look like this.
So I was going down my timeline yesterday, and this picture rolls by. And it's the girl who's in his On One video. And she posted a picture. And in the picture, her stomach was big and round. And it was, you could see it. She didn't have a shirt on, you know, that you could see it. And the picture said 29 to 30 weeks pregnant. So I'm thinking...
Ziggy done. Bang, video girl. That's what happened.
What they got to do with me?
You shot the video 29 to 30 weeks ago.
Listen,
I checked the date.
I want to hear you get out of this, Ziggy. I want to hear you explain why you don't think that's your baby.
Because we never did anything.
Well, of course you're going to say that on the air.
But that's true.
Come on, Ziggy. How is it coincidentally that this girl has got pregnant same time you were shooting your video?
Because she has a husband, and that same man who is her husband is the same man that she got 3 kids already with.
Touche.
Okay.
She's got 3 kids already?
Yeah.
This fourth one.
I just thought it was ironic when LB showed me the picture of this pregnant girl.
It was hilarious to me.
At the same time.
We had field day messing with Ziggy over that. But definitely tell them about your new video. What are they going to see when they go check out the new video?
Money, special effects, you know, Planet of the Great Clothing. Oh, yeah. You know. Always. That's just me.
Would you say this video is your favorite video or your best video? On one is the one that's doing the best. You know what I'm saying? So only way I can say it's the best is to be the one that do the most. You know, because it's never really my opinion. They just my thoughts when I lay them down. You know what I'm saying? But it's not really, I'm not the dictator. I am the dictator to a certain extent. Speaking of dicks and dictators, earlier we were talking about, I was going to go to break, but scratch that. Let's go into Viagra, because I know that this is the information side of the trap, okay? If your little kids are right there, don't let them watch us. So Ziggy and Mike and I were talking about Viagra, and I don't have a dick, so I, of course, can't comment or, you know, chime in on the effects. But I know that Mike said that he knew that a certain female was coming to see him and, you know, do whatever.
What was his name?
He took it and was waiting on her to get there. She stood him up.
Off that blue pill.
Yeah.
What happened after that?
I had to beat off. What else could I do with it? I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, it's there. No, there's this hot stripper from the strip club. Excuse me. She was on her way over, and we were talking all kinds of dirty shit on the phone. I said, "Oh man, I want to go all night with this one." So I took the pill, and she never showed up.
Now, Ziggy, I know that you said that you have tried the lowest dosage. What happened to the mushroom top when you took the little piece of, or whatever you took?
That motherfucker swallowed up, man. I was on charge for a couple of days. I said, I'd never do no shit like that ever again.
What'd you do with it?
Kind of like ecstasy was back in the day when you took it, like it wouldn't go down or something like that, or...
But didn't you say it stayed hard for like a real long time?
Yeah, for like
3 days.
Some days.
What?
It was a couple.
How did you
I was in the
pee?
bathroom
Like, did it
crying.
up or...
I was in the bathroom crying.
Really?
How did I pee?
Push
You know,
it down?
that hurt. That hurt when you try to hold your shit straight down and piss in the toilet, because you know it be so hard. You be trying to. Boy, it was rough them couple days.
So what was it like when you finally came down?
I was like, thank you. Oh my goodness.
You'll never do it again?
I ain't never did it. I've never did it again.
Why did you do it in the first place? Just to experiment?
I was like, man, that shit don't have no motherfuckers.
You sure
like,
you didn't take one of those yellow and black pills up in the convenience store they used to sell and all the guys were buying them back in the day?
The bumblebee.
What's somebody?
I'll take him. I'll take him for the simple fact that, you know, if I got like a few hot chicks coming over, like I want to go all night long, right? So I'll take it once in a while in that premise. But to the girl now, to you, LB, and Greatness, who've never obviously taken the pill, you will love
I don't have
some guy who took the pill and is hitting you guys.
No, I don't think I would.
Hold on, Greatness. Hold on. I'm finna tell him something, because see, he don't know this about pussy, G. Don't no woman want no motherfucker banging on her for no hours and all that. She was like, after a while, she was like, fuck this shit, nigga. I don't know what you gonna do.
Right.
I find you something because
You want them to bust off, like, to make
Listen, man, I ain't hanging
like,
out with
do
nuns.
something.
Ziggy, I ain't hanging out with nuns. I'm hooking out with like strippers and shit, Ziggy. Like they want to fuck all night long. I mean, period.
I mean, we do too, but we want you to bust in the middle of all that and not be.
I do.
And I don't want you to need a pill to get hurt. If I can't do it, then you're going to have to fight.
But what if they're medically like?
But this is the thing, though. You ain't doing it with a woman who care. You don't care about her needs in that sense. As far as like, we ain't dating long enough for you to have like it's just a once in a blue moon thing.
My next question
We're not
is
dating.
this for the men. My next question is, what age do most men have to like start needing it, or what's the oldest age that you think you could take it and it works?
What are you asking?
Viagra, like what?
Wasn't it designed for older gentlemen, like way older?
Yeah,
like 80.
Well, yeah, at least as long as they don't have heart problems.
You sound like the commercial. If you have high blood pressure, heart problems.
Here's the thing.
Please call your doctor.
Who wants?
It's just a better feeling. Like I could get up and stay up without it. It's just better and easier.
I don't know if I want it when I'm 80. I don't know if I want it when I'm 80.
Maybe we need some. Maybe we need some mood music for this conversation.
Let's hear a beat from Lofey. Let's hear him play a little bit.
Can't hear it.
I know, because it's going to probably echo. It's coming through my speakers. But I got some work going on right now as we speak.
I'd rather hear you sing. I think I might be the only one who has you in the studio recording.
I wasn't finished with him. Have you tried Viagra, Lofey?
What's that?
Have you ever tried Viagra?
No.
Okay. When you do, let me know how that works.
I'll tell you what, though. I remember years ago, growing up in the city in New York, the Jamaicans used to have this little thing they called a stone. And you wet it a teeny bit and you put it on. You got to be real careful.
They had this cream back in the day too.
It's a stone. It's like a little stone, brown stone, and it's.
And you just rub your junk with it.
You say fuck Viagra.
But if you do too much, you're in trouble.
Yes, I know somebody who was in trouble using the cream.
You got to go real easy.
Look at Mike.
Mike,
I'm going to Jamaica tomorrow, man.
You better tell me enough to get you one.
I wish I could send you guys, because it would echo. I would send you something that I just did for a very famous guy's grandson, who's incredible, and I'd let you guys hear it because it's pretty dope.
What is it?
It's music.
Hip hop.
You ever hear of a guy named David Ruffin? Does that ring a bell?
Of course.
Yeah, I'm doing some stuff. I'm doing some stuff with his grandson, and he's phenomenal. Runs in the DNA.
Hip hop, or is it R&B?
Oh, he sings, man.
Hey, he said, what's their name? David Ruffin and the Tim James.
Grand Poobah. You're talking about Grand Poobah way back when, right?
Yeah.
Grand Poobah used to. I mean, he was one of the best. To me, one of the greatest writers of all time, David Ruffin. I mean, you guys, you Google him, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I got. Well, we'll do this after break, but I got a question I want to ask you guys, all you guys, and you can all answer it differently. But I got a question. Let's take a break and we'll come back, right?
Well, We can
we
do
can
that.
keep going?
No, we're gonna take a break. I'm gonna go get a couple things. Let's take a break. Y'all stay tuned in. We'll be right back with you. Trapped Out Tuesday, eventlevel.com/trap/TV.
Jacob Downs and Trey Tracks. Yeah, I know y'all gave this shit to the right nigga. Pardon me be on my other shit, but I'm on my other shit, so deal with it. Chuno!
Sugar in my coffee.
Straight up, straight up. Ain't no sugar, I'm straight up, straight up.
Sugar in my coffee.
No cream, no sugar, I'm straight up, straight up. Straight up, straight up. No cream, no sugar, I'm. And it goes like, hey. Come through in all black like coffee. And I never been sweet, but the lyrics mad deep. Can't keep the bad bitches up off me. I tell her don't be scared. Black chains fine, not shaking, not stirred. If it ever been a question about a nigga profession, point 'em out, and I bring it right there. Shit. Got a nigga kinda bitter like a bit of black coffee. Lot of rappers sell they soul for a little bit ago, but they never think that it was that costly. Type of shit that set a nigga back awfully. Less a nigga represent himself falsely. Shit a little too deep for the teacup, so I'ma chill and sip a little black coffee. So when you fake the funk, within the sponsor still. And when you fuck around, lose your little sponsorship. Within the radio spins get thinner. And you gon' see them people only fucking with a winner when you fall back. They just wanna see in the VIP and a little cognac. Everybody dipping the feather, you missing all that. Then you try to hit on their hip and they never call back. Shit, it's funny how they be switching when they get all bad. Shit.
Sugar in my coffee.
No cream, no sugar, straight up, straight up.
Sugar in my coffee.
No cream, no sugar, I'm straight up, straight up. Shit. I'm straight up, straight up. Dirt. No cream, no sugar, I'm straight up. Hustling the game till my back paid up. Any rapper ever in my lane get ate up. Probably why they never tell me I should get my weight up. Wait up. Deep dark cup in my hand, burning my palms. Vow victory in the desert, hand on the Quran with my left hand, brethren telling me never settling me. Tuck on my desert ends, big gang heaven sent. West side let 'em in, been down ever since. Bow down and revel in my benevolence. Hip hop reverend, you are welcome to fellowship. Hell bent, settled and never letting the devil in. If it ever get out of my damn hands, I'm cocked and blam blam, and I deal with whatever it is. Shit, I run it like a road runner. Then I flip a hot lyric in a cold summer. No dumber than an Einstein, Sophocles. I believe change gon' come like I'm Obama. And then the bullshit stop, nigga, yo bummer. I ain't scared of niggas bring on my old shit. I'm no plumber, no stunner, nigga, I don't flex. I patiently wait in the wings saying I got next. And nigga, I got text from your bitch saying they ain't really about that life. He just playing, so you ain't gotta go that route. But if you slam, then I'ma come to your damn house, cause that's where I'm staying. But never mind that, nigga, back to the business. I'ma get my dues back, God is my witness. I got a couple G's, hold weight like a bench press. And you ain't really fucking with a brother in sense. When it's all done, one thing you gotta understand, I'm a young king, so I die for my princess. Gone.
What's your name?
You're tuned into the Trap House Rocks show.
You're tuned into The Trap. Miss LB Management.
Blackster.
063.
They think I'm a genius. I think it's a bit inconvenient. Cause really I'm just being lenient. I figure by now you'd have seen it. But yeah, they want me back on my game. Back to attack with a Mac in the name. Cracking the back at them back in the way. Xing them out, ain't no fact of the bay. You thought I was done, bitch? You got me confused with a dumb bitch. My crew in the town and we run this. You mad cause you ain't never done shit. But yeah, I've been on my grind. From the beginning ahead of my time. Like picking a plan and get settled for now. But you end up arriving at 8:45. Give it a ring, give it a throne, give it a crown. Give it a ring, give it a throne, give it a crown. Give it a ring, give it a throne, give it a crown. My kingdom finna get down, down as soon as I give them the sound. Give it a ring, give it a throne, give it a crown. Give it a ring, give it a throne, give it a crown. Give it a ring, give it a throne, give it a crown. My kingdom finna get down, as soon as I give them the sound.
Yeah, y'all know who this is that said and know my name.
game. Took 100 to the corner store to Poppy, keep the change. Look, crack, why so local? I'm like, why these bros so hopeful? Funny thing that I ain't tripping, bro, but I'm worldwide and they local. They never cross the line, but if they do, they need a passport. Look, run all through my city, I'm the only one they ask for. And they still stuck on my last flow, they still pumping my gas though. So on talk that I'm gassed up, a white queen shit on my tab, bro.
Give it a ring, give it a throne, give it a crown. Give it a ring, give it a throne, give it a crown. Give it a ring, give it a throne, give it a crown.
My kingdom finna get down, down as soon as I give them the sound.
Sound. Give it a ring, give it a throne, give it a crown. Give it a ring, give it a throne, give it a crown. Give it a ring, give it a throne, give it a crown.
My kingdom finna get down, down as soon as I give them the sound. They told me to spaz out, been telling me they've been a bad drought. Been heavily begging me, tweeting me, tagging me, telling me to take the trash out. I stay on the job, dealing with crap, I'm playing the odds, it's hating their eyes. No wasting, no waiting, I'm making the time. They stay in their feelings, but stay in their lies. I figured you know this, oh you saying I'm on my old shit. You better go study the old hits, that's probably why you never know shit. And if this you fitting, then take it to heart. All of these rappers are breaking my heart. I put it together, you take it apart. I'm taking the trap and I'm making it all.
Give it a ring, give it a throne, give it a crown. Give it a ring, give it a throne, give it a crown. Give it a ring, give it a throne, give it a crown.
My kingdom finna get down, down as soon as I give them the sound.
Sound. Give it a ring, give it a throne, give it a crown. Give it a ring, give it a throne, give it a crown. Give it a ring, give it a throne, give it a crown.
My kingdom finna get down, down as soon as I give them the sound.
Sound.
You're tuned into The Trap.
Ring, throne, crown. Ring, throne, crown.
We are back in the building. You just heard Queen shit from Bebe, Prep, and DJ Dazzy's Voice, and then you heard, before that you heard an exclusive record that's not released yet by Young Dirt called Black Coffee. Let's get back into it. Mike, I know that you had a question that you were going to ask. I'm not sure what it was. Trying to figure that out.
It's not dirty. It's not bad or anything. I just know that I've been listening to this record a lot lately, and I've been listening to it for years. And I never got tired of it.
What is it?
And I was going to ask each one of you, if you have one, what is your favorite greatest hits record?
There's no way, dude. There's no
Never
way.
answer that. Really?
There's no way.
I can answer that clearly.
I will say this. This is crazy, okay? Because it's not a song that you know probably. One of my favorite songs forever and ever and ever, like for 10 years straight, and I still love it, but you wouldn't never hear it today, was by Killer Army, and it was called Wake Up. I'm sure you don't know it.
No,
Sons of Man and Killer Army. It was called Wake Up. That was one of my favorite songs, but it meant a lot to me, so that's all I can really say. There's so many. There's no way to choose. There's so many great, incredible records down through the years.
To me, the only thing that stirred this question is, to me, the best greatest hits record of all time to me is Stevie Wonder's. I could play that record over and over and over for years and years.
Which one by Stevie Wonder?
His greatest hits record.
Oh, you mean a whole album? The Wu-Tang Clan. Hello, Wu-Tang Forever. Yeah, my favorite album. I mean, it is. It is what it is. If I had to choose an album, I would say Wu-Tang Forever, and that's my personal preference. But there's, like I said, so many great albums.
Right.
I love Nas, you know what I mean? I mean, there's so many.
How about you,
Illmatic. Illmatic.
Yes.
You wanna know my greatest hit was?
What?
When I got up in that pussy and I was like, bam, bam, bam.
We got a comedian / rapper / actor / he's ratchet, like she said.
You can
always
tell.
Want me to drop some history? Okay, then I'm finna drop some history on y'all. 1922, right? You know that's when the wrench was invented, right? Y'all know who invented the wrench, right?
The wrench. God help.
Yeah.
Keep going.
The first championship boxer.
And
y'all
your
know
point?
about Mr. Johnson? Y'all don't know about Mr. Johnson?
What's he got to do with the best album?
Bare Knuckles champion.
But you know, cause y'all said I was ratchet, so I was just gonna drop some knowledge on y'all. You know, black men invented the wrench, you know, and that's why they call it the monkey wrench.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up in so many ways. Is that true? Is that true?
Yeah.
Speaking of, what's it called? What were we talking about before the break?
Greatest hits.
Oh no, before the break though, we were talking about meth. Here's trivia for you. Hitler, he invented that.
Hitler wasn't no real person. Hitler was a project. Hitler was an experiment. Hitler is the name of the experiment.
Meth. Facts.
I figured the government did. That's what I figured.
He did. He gave it to his soldiers, and they just marched right along from one country to the next without stopping.
I watched specials before and read books on it before that. A lot of the armed services would give their soldiers heroin and stuff, so they wouldn't feel it when they knew they were going to get fucked up. You know what I mean? Shit like that. So the government's been experimenting.
So he wasn't a real person?
Yeah, right.
Hitler was an experiment. That's the name of an experiment, a project. Adolf Hitler.
So what
okay.
Was it an
He was a person with a body. Even if you're saying some machine or some being,
no, I wasn't saying a machine. Okay. You know how
it was an experiment.
They didn't have proper camera work. They didn't know about certain countries that they couldn't go in, but you know, spies, allies, all that type of stuff. And you know, you can't give the same speech. The same person can't give the same speech in two different places at one time.
Correct.
And this is one thing that's factual, that you can go back and look up any Hitler speeches and how he was giving the same speech, the same person in different locations.
Well, that's the same thing as MF Doom does. He sends other people out in a mask to do shows for him so he can do multiple shows.
All right.
Oh, really?
That's the truth.
That's crazy.
You didn't know that?
That's brilliant.
Thanks.
I mean, yeah, there are people say Paul McCartney's not real. They say he died in the 60s and they found another Paul McCartney.
Well, I know last night he was trying to get in Tyga's party and his ass couldn't get in.
I heard about that.
The Germans beat America. They beat the Europeans in the war, man, when they had the submarine, man. Because then the Europeans didn't have that technology. They didn't know what the fuck that was.
Right.
Ziggy's like our hood exactamountus.
Hood history.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm all up in your class.
He is full of information.
I love this stuff, man. I love it. I like feed me the knowledge, man. I love hearing about stuff because I don't know about all that.
Now,
you know where the Statue of Liberty is, Lofey,
Yes.
right? That plot of grass that it's on, that plot of land, right?
Yes.
When my grandfather was a kid, he said before the statue was there, they used to call that Goats Island. And they used to have little goats on there, and that's how they would cut the grass. They'd drop the goats off there for like a week, and they'd eat the grass. Goats Island. You can't read that in the book anywhere.
I'm sorry.
I had finally. It took me a long time to figure that shit out. I was like, why do they say if you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in the book? I always have wanted that. Like, what the fuck does that mean? Then I finally figured that shit out. It's not about actually reading the book.
I have some breaking news. God.
About knowing the motherfucker within that wrote the book to even understand the fuck book.
Okay. I got a text. We're going to change the subject a little bit because things like this don't happen every day. I just got a text from one of my artists, and I'll tell you who he is because it's all over the internet now. J Hood, who used to be in D Block, he just sent me a message that said, go to Celebrity Eggplants on Instagram right now. Celebrity Eggplants. Jesus.
It's like
they done got a hold of a picture of him showing his stuff, and it's on the Instagram.
Holding his junk?
Celebrity Eggplants. Like eggplant meaning large.
Look at mine.
I mean,
that's just that, holding his junk.
No, he's not holding it. He's done. They done got a hold of some pictures of him. How am I going to fix this?
I don't need to look at that.
How am I going to fix this? You see the kind of things that happen. How am I going to fix this? Damage control is over. It's all over. He was on. What do you call it? Bossip or whatever the other day, and he was on something else, one of those TMZ type deals, and
you know how you fix that shit, LB? You go with it and milk it for.
I'm not promoting this rock out with your cock out thing, okay? We don't do that in here.
Well,
it's funny.
Here's if I was part of your marketing team, what I would do is he coming out with any new records soon?
He's got a lot of new records.
Okay, so the next single, you get a billboard, like they do it off the West Side Highway in Manhattan, and just take that picture from like the waist down, like an old Calvin Klein commercial, and have his name, and say time to get big, and the date of the release of the song. And there's your billboard. It's genius. He'll sell 1 million records just off that.
He would. LB still ain't gonna promote it.
Being a manager, though, I have saw things like this in person. So, I mean, I know it's true what he has. I didn't do anything with it, but I saw him, like, literally put it down somebody's throat in my house. So
I was gonna say, did you give him that somebody else?
Nice.
I mean, I saw it, and I was like, wow. You're so short and little, and you'd never dream in a million years. Okay, so he's a short guy. He's small. Like, anyway, let's wrap that up. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna do about that, but go check out his stuff at
Embrace it.
Eggplants.
I mean, what else can you do at this point?
They running from it. I'm telling you, LB, it's that you'd rather spend 24 hours with the Gay or J Hood.
He's supposed to be on the Love and Hip Hop Miami coming up.
Hey.
So.
Yep, I got some guys on there that are slated to be on there too.
So it's gonna be.
Look at, hey, he shouldn't be trying to sell no motherfucking records. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. If my dick was 14 inches long, I would not be trying to sell a motherfucking CD with no music on it.
You'd be doing porn.
Yes.
Somebody offered him $2,500 just to let somebody suck it. He could wear a mask.
No. That's petty hustle.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So obviously, I mean,
I'm gonna tell you, man, you don't find 14-inch dicks. That's not something that just fall out the sky.
I didn't see where it said 14. I just thought it was fat and big.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. On Bossip, it said 14 inches.
I don't know. I be so business oriented. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. Boy, I sell a grain of salt to a slug. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm still trying to learn about this whole Hitler thing, man.
Okay, back to the Hitler. If you want to go back to the Hitler.
I mean, this conversation is out of my league.
Lofey's saying that because he's Jewish.
What kind of China, man? What does that mean?
Because Hitler attacked the Jews.
It's different. See.
Oh no, that's
a touchy. Now see, when you get into that situation right there, that shit get touchy than a motherfucker, man. Because you got two different kind of Jewish people, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
More than two. There's a lot more than two.
Yeah. And that shit get touchy, man. So you can't be saying that because this person was Jewish and this person was.
I like history, and that's got nothing to do with
That's
nothing.
what I was thinking right from Jump Street.
Ziggy said all white people smell like. I mean, when their hair gets wet, smells like what, Ziggy?
Dogs.
You heard the saying. I didn't say. I said you heard the saying.
I love messing with him.
Hear the saying that when all white women get their hair wet, when they're wet, they smell like dogs.
They do.
You heard that too?
I don't know.
Like I said before, it must have been a dirty woman in the first place.
Alright. Okay, so it's just like this, right, Lofey?
Yes.
Do you think the person that run America is really the person that run America?
Oh, dude, nah, hell no. What do you mean, the president? Not even close.
Okay, then. So let's go back to the Hitler thing, right?
Yeah.
What? it's like a fucking lab rat. When you put a fucking lab rat in the maze, you know what I'm saying? Like it can only do so many. You know what I'm saying? Now
Well,
you can.
I always wondered how all those people could just listen to one guy and just follow one guy.
Easy. Why do people listen to your beats? Why do people listen to Tupac? Why do people listen to me?
I know, but we're talking about I mean, I guess you got a point on a different scale. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but that was heavy back then. He had people just like, like masses do this. But again, he was being someone was puppet mastering
for him. See, that's when we get all fucked up when we say him, and then we look at just a person when it's not just no one. It's not one. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a people that control. You know what I'm saying? Like we being controlled by what we live, what we eat. You know what I'm saying? That control what you think, what you breathe in. You know what I'm saying?
Or
by
me control.
By me controlling what you eat and what you see, I control how you breathe out. You know?
Facts.
I don't know. I ain't trying to take nothing from nobody. I ain't trying to hurt no. You know what I'm saying? Like my brother gay, and I love that nigga to death. You heard me?
Right.
Like, so I don't have no problem with nobody. Just don't fuck with me out of my people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Let's go back to albums because we don't have much time left. Since we were talking about great albums and you asked us all the question, I had to mention another one. I mean, of course, you say the Nas and I say Wu-Tang, and then you got the people love the Biggie album or whatever the case may be, but Lauryn Hill's album, like there's nothing like that album. Like nothing like it.
But if you go
greatest hits. Mary J. Blige's first album.
Yes, Lord God, yes.
Yes. Hey, yes. What's the 4-1?
Both of those. Lauryn Hill and Mary J.
I still say none of them can touch Stevie
There was
Wonder
nothing
today.
like Prince's album
But
either,
that's
though.
different. Well, are we breaking down genre, or we're just saying
all time?
I'll go
all time.
Okay, albums, period. Then I mean, Prince's album. There's nothing fucking
Rush,
like it.
Pictures.
And see, that's how I am. See, I don't really like. I don't really like people who don't write their own music. So that's why R. Kelly is like that's that dude.
I'm with you on that.
I'm with you, but now, of course, I love
That's why it's a tough question to answer because we could all keep going and going.
Yeah.
I can go way back to Rock.
Yes, Purple Rain.
Yes. You could go back to UTFO,
Frank
bitch.
Zappa, Joe's Garage, Jimi Hendrix.
To me, Stevie still has all of them beat.
Now, see, if you even go back further, then you could be like Duke Ellington, because this was before it came words, and they had to write them in notes.
Right. Oh yeah, you could keep going. I mean, but memorable stuff that we really know.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's
hey,
incredible.
Do you listen to country music?
Yeah, I listen to everything, man. I love music.
Who created country music?
Well, I truly believe that it was. I
believe it's Chuck Berry.
Well, I was gonna say it's a fusion from the blues, grassroots blue. You know, like it's a fusion of different things. There's no doubt about it. I'm with you on that, though.
And you got to see how it changes, just like rap changes, like back in the day, country versus.
Well, now it's interesting because country. I mean, I'm sure there's still classic country artists, but if you listen to the mainstream country, and I do, I listen. It's very pop. It's not. Yeah. It's not like what it used to be.
Country.
Nah.
I just heard a debate the other day that people were saying they wished Mick Jagger would stop trying to be current every year and go back to the blues the way he used to do it. Yeah, listen, nobody jacked more tracks from old blues artists than the Stones. You know what I mean?
What about the Doors? Did we forget the Doors?
Yeah.
Jim Morrison?
That's Cyber's favorite band, by the way, The Doors. Did you know that,
What?
LB?
The Doors.
The Doors is Cyber's favorite band.
If we have to go back to like rock and rock shit and rock albums, it's gonna have to be Pink Floyd for
Go
me.
listen to The Doors. That's
Like
your homework, everybody. Go
4 or
listen
5
to
of
the
their
classic Doors album that everybody always talks about, and go listen to that. That's your homework.
Are they still doing greatest hits records though?
Nah.
Yeah.
See, you gotta go way back where this shit was duplicated to like when Muddy Waters first was putting this shit down back when people was still slaves and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I mean, The Doors comes from all that stuff, because if you listen to all that, Riders on the... I mean, yeah.
They, well, they all
stuff.
jacked in rock. That was their method. That Zeppelin, they all jacked. They went to the history of the blues, and that's where they got all the music from. But they also gave those people their credit, which most people weren't doing.
Yes,
old
that's
blues
fact.
artists, they were jacking their shit and not giving them nothing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
But music to me was created from the blues.
Oh, yeah, man.
Because it goes deep.
That call and
Music.
response.
I think music was created from joy and pain.
Sunshine and rain.
Joy and pain, Ziggy.
Yeah. Cause when you happy, you sing. When you sad, you sing.
Yeah, but listen,
Sing what's happening.
way back when there were Tyrannosaurus Rexes, they didn't talk, so they would bang on. They'd be making music. That's how they communicated. I mean, if you really want to go way back,
Banging on.
can't go further back than that.
I mean, there had to be
Believe in
there had to be
dinosaurs?
music on. Noah's Ark had to have music.
But listen, before they clubbed the
didn't.
girl on the head and dragged her
Can't
to
make music
their
with
cave,
Mike.
they beat on logs and like a
Loaf.
boom, 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 boom.
Loaf, you believe in dinosaurs?
I believe in aliens, man. I believe.
Okay then. Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
So you don't believe in
I believe that
dinosaurs,
there's a
Ziggy?
whole lot going on.
No.
Up there.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
You don't
I'ma
believe
tell
in artifacts or
It can be dinosaurs, but they wasn't here on this earth. They probably found them on the earth that's next to us when they traveled through one of the wormholes. But because I'm gonna tell you like this, they got every bone. They got every bone of every dinosaur that ever existed in mankind, but they can't tell you where the fuck you originally came from. They can't tell you the where you came from at the first nutsack. But they can go a million motherfucking years before Christ and tell you every motherfucking bone that came out of the motherfucking animal that lived on the planet.
Hey, let me ask you something. Because now we're really
and
switching
we got
gears.
2 minutes. And we got 2 minutes. Go
Okay,
ahead.
did we land on the moon? Yes or no?
Who? Did they land on the moon?
Yeah, did we land? Did we really go to the moon?
Russia did first.
But really?
Russia did first.
There's people that believe nobody's ever been on the moon.
At all.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Have you ever seen Star Wars? Have you ever seen Star Wars? So you think this shit? Listen, the Jetson was a famous cartoon in what, the 60s, right?
Yeah, but check this out though. Check this out. When we landed on the moon though, listen, that was in what, 68 or 69?
68.
It's 2015. How come why aren't we on the moon right now?
Because there's nothing interesting there.
No, because T ain't having that. If you come up and fuck that business, they gonna give your ass the business. That's why. That's why I asked, have you ever seen Star Wars? You see what happens when every time they cat they punk ass up there fucking with some shit, what happens?
Yeah,
They ain't no motherfucking gang. Independence Day is for real. That's why Will Smith only do interviews overseas. He don't
Listen,
do American
I believe that. I just don't believe we were on the moon. I believe they're up. Things are up there, and other people have been there. But I don't believe that we never landed on the moon, man.
Well, they say we've been on the moon, and the reason why we've not been back is they say because there was nothing interesting there for them to go back for. That's what their answer is.
Nah, that's because E.T. ain't having that. Can't bring your ass up here if you want to.
Right.
It goes down right here in the trap.
It does, man.
It goes down. Thank you, Lofey, for joining us
Oh,
tonight.
it's my pleasure. I have
Thank
fun
you.
as always.
Where can people find you, Lofey?
Oh, I'm at Lofey, Lofey music, but I spell it MVZIK. Lofey music, Lofey MVZIK. Holla.
Thank you, Ziggy Wisco. Thank you, Mike Fiore. Thank you, Cyber
guys.
Narcotics and Miss Greatness. Shout out to Zeno wherever he's at his event tonight. And we will see you next time, Trapped Out Tuesday, right here at eventlevel.com/trap/TV. Indie Republic on the YouTube.
Peace.
Yeah, I get that guava G like Nacho Pocket Sumo. Plus got them pound pills, or you want them Quaaludes. Smack my line, you wanna one. Born MJ from the free throw. I just let her take me down, she specialized in detail. Yeah, I get that guava G like Nacho Pocket Sumo. Plus got them pound pills, or you want them Quaaludes. Smack my line, you wanna rock. Born MJ from the free throw. I just let her take me down, she specialized in detail. Yeah, I get that guapo G like Nacho Pocket Sumo. Blood got them pound pills, or you want them Quaaludes. Smack my line, you wanna rock. MJ from the free throw. I just let her take me now, she specializing detail. Stomach in my bag, got me real starvation, no. 2 for 30 in my sack, got me real translation, no. Sliding through the city, Ziggy, this is what they hating for. Double up, one walking in, gonna let them make some more. I lean on these boys, I just lean back with that rubber dope. I be wildin', I be spazzing, OG say I'm crack. Crack your thought and we on Molly, I'm a man for play. I might footwork, I might break that, see me pop like my donate. Put the one trap bust down 4 ways. That zipper, Android in the flipper. White girl in the leather, bitch, I'm been shopping with they misser. I be gliding, they'll flip the 12, sliding, they'll twist your jersey, twist my mister. Yeah, I get that guapo G like Nacho Pocket Sumo. Blood got some pound pills, or you want them Quaaludes. Smack my line, you wanna rock. Born MJ from the free throw. I just let her take me down, she specialized in detail. Yeah, I get that guapo G like Nacho Pocket Sumo. Blood got them pound pills, or you want them Quaaludes. Smack my line, you wanna rock. Born MJ from the free throw. I just let her take me down, she specialized in detail. You want that action, give me straight smash, just pop out, no jaw jack. When them hammer slamming, their heads crack, we shoot it all up every day. And turn your girl in every way. I met the man, she married Jay. You want a taco, got the guapo, then you can get a play. My phone rock like an 808, my space pimp that play away. No MJ that fade away, my dope's good, it's 8 today. That Tony Tiger great today, and Russell T just off the tray. Just sold out, re-up on the way, and I know my plug on love today. This is the kite, my body straight, and I still smell fresh from yesterday. Still rolling hard from yesterday, and I thank the Lord that I'm blessed, okay? I'm on my knees 2 times a day, when the fans slide, I get out the way. When they bomb most, I come out to play. You got it, I don't, you Batman, I'm robbing. Yeah, I get that guapo G like Nacho Pocket Sumo. Blood got them pound pills, or you want them Quaaludes. Smack my line, you wanna rock. Born MJ from the free throw. I just let her take me now, she specialized in detail. Yeah, I get that guapo G like Nacho Pocket Sumo. Blood got them pound pills, or you want them Quaaludes. Smack my line, you wanna rock. Born MJ from the free throw. I just let her take me now, she specialized.